Whoa! Wow, what a great movie. What was it called again? Action 5?
No, Rogue Unos.
Este un asesino? Ah.
So we just finished watching, or we didn't finish watching it, we saw it yesterday.
But I didn't feel like reviewing this.
Rogue One.
More like Rogue.
Star Wars, the first spin-off Star Wars movie.
6 of them? Is it 5 of them? Rogue. More like Rogue. Wait, there's
No,
that chick, there's that guy, there's the blind guy, there's the cool guy with the blind guy, there's the weird. Okay, more like Rogue 5!
So, we're here to review the new Star Wars movie to see if it holds up.
Like my.
I would say it's the best prequel movie so far. So, what to say?
Watch it. Well, that was a good review, guys.
I think
Watch it.
first half is kind of bad.
See that?
Very rushed. Some parts felt very rushed. Characters felt rushed. I think a lot of back and forth between different planets in the first like 10 minutes. Very confusing at first. But other than that, I would say it's pretty solid film.
Oh no. Oh no.
I wish they went more brutal though. I want an R-rated Star Wars film.
Money shot. You'll never get that, dude. Like seriously, you'll never get that. Unless Definimus gets popular and we buy the rights to Star Wars. Rogue One. It was good.
So I think they should have even got more brutal, because there's some parts in it where we can see they have some hints, but we need more of that shit.
Okay, so basically the basic idea of the story is that the rebels need this guy assassinated, which you've seen in the trailer. I really forgot his name right now. And the point is...
Galen Erso.
Thank you, Galen Erso. I remember her name, but I didn't remember
Mads
his name.
Mikkelsen, Danish actor.
Whatever.
Damn Danes.
No offense to you, Dane. Still, damn Danes. And the point is, like, I guess... The point is, bad guys want him to make the Death Star. What about Geonosis? We don't talk about that. And then...
So he's the main scientist behind it.
Yeah, and point is, they want Jyn Erso, his daughter, to like be like, yo, where your daddy at? We need to like talk to him about the Death Star, because, you know, that's not cool. And basically that's why the rebels need her, and the rebels is basically just the Spanish guy or whatever, the Mexican guy.
Yeah, Mexican.
Yeah, it's basically him really, but then like that like, and she kind of like goes together with him, and then like
droid.
slowly, and the droid, you're right, and then
Best
slowly
droid ever, by the way.
Is it your favorite?
He's the best droid.
He's a sassy, so I like him. So and basically slowly a blind monk and a badass gun guy.
People join them,
and then slowly together they've made, which are the only two people that really joined them. The pilot's also kind of there. So like I said, 3 that were from the beginning, then 3 more that joined them. So they become the 6. Actually, I just realized, damn it, more like Rogue 6.
But what I think is though, it's good that they show that the rebellion isn't that good either. Actually, they show some.
I was gonna get to that.
They show that because you're actually supposed to assassinate the guy, not to like save him.
Yes,
or whatever.
So like at a point they're like, you know what, fuck it, don't save her dad, just kill him. They tell him a secret.
And then also we see like before how you know, he shoots some other innocent people, and then also like there's extremist rebels.
Of course, yeah.
There's more. There's
awfully a lot like
groups.
what would you say? They looked a lot similar. I'm not gonna lie. They weren't speaking human. They were.
And they were
I was like, oh, this is a little weird. I don't know how to feel about this.
And they were in robes.
And a desert planet, and in a city called like Javan or J1 or something like that. And I was like, this is all weird. So I don't know how you feel about this one.
Jeddah.
I don't know how I feel about the bit fair.
So,
it was a Jedi planet because that's where they got the crystals to make the lightsabers.
I think some parts were a little bit like when there is
character study wasn't done very well.
Yeah, and when there is like how they introduce their characters, like okay, we want to show how this guy's badass, right? You know how we do that? He kills 50 stormtroopers. He's so cool. Because like I think they went a little bit overboard with the stormtrooper killing at some parts. For example, when they meet the Asian dude, right? We seen the trailer when
he fought like 10 people.
When he like just goes.
He fought 8 people.
When he fights a bunch of guys with his stick, right? Like sure, that's cool, right? But then like we get like 20 stormtroopers just run at him, and then you always get mowed down by this guy.
7 stormtroopers come running out, and the other guy.
It's not 7. It was more than. No, there's more than 7 there. You counted it?
I was like, okay, 1, 2, because I was like,
No.
what kind of rifle does the guy have? And he has that crazy ass rifle, that Empire. Put your money in that shit, apparently.
So that's why I thought like a little bit too much.
It
like,
wasn't that many. It was like
Yes.
hundreds that came out. It wasn't.
I didn't say hundreds.
I
Like
know,
20.
but I'm saying it wasn't 20. It wasn't.
There's
20.
a lot.
It wasn't 20.
More than 7 at least.
Maybe 10, whatever, but it wasn't 20.
So either way, so I think it's like a bit like overboard, and like you get also like what's it called? What's it called again?
Desensitized?
Desensitized. When you see all those stories getting mowed down, it doesn't get that cool anymore when you see it over and over again. I thought they could.
But it happens a lot at the ending too during the rebels.
Yeah,
and
well,
the,
I mean,
fighting
exactly. It wasn't as cool anymore as if they just succeeded to
I
that
thought
part.
it was fun.
I think
the rebels
so I think
dying,
that's a bit.
stormtroopers dying. I was like,
No, but we see this bunch of stormtroopers getting mowed. That's like World War II in some parts. So
good.
Like in a sense of just like either way. So I thought they should. I think they should have got more brutal. They have some parts. For example, there's a part when in the desert planet where an Imperial like patrol in the streets gets attacked by these like the extremist rebels, and then meanwhile the rebels
I'm like, what the
have also have to survive this. So they're actually fighting both the Empire and rebels, and I thought that was pretty clever.
Yeah, that one guy's on the like the stone. He's like has a grenade that kind of
And
look like a little like
yeah.
suicide bomber, and the guy's like, he
So
falls out
even,
of the tank and
even
blows over.
there's
I
like,
was like,
rebels
fuck.
fighting each other, which I thought was good, because it shows that actually there's not really like, I mean, the rebels could have different like agendas.
Yeah,
you don't know.
for sure.
So I thought that's really good that they showed some more depth into the rebel alliance. That they're not just all good like soldiers, you know.
Yeah. No.
Which is good, and also that they show that the Imperials are also normal people. For example, the
yeah,
pilot,
people,
he's a normal dude just trying to
Yeah,
survive.
no, we know they're people, and they're like, yeah.
But only they should have showed it with stormtroopers too. I think.
I get what you mean, but I mean,
I get
if you think of this as
called
a,
shadow troopers because they even speak different. You're like,
yeah, they're like creepy. They're like, I will say this much. It feels like if you were to think of this movie as a World War II movie, this definitely is one of those movies that is definitely Americans are the heroes type movie. Yes, it is definitely an line towards the rebels or the good guys. Empire's bad. Which again, it's true. But at the same time, I get your point of like making the stormtrooper feels more real. But like in the same time, we know they're still people because we've seen it in this. We've seen it in episode 7.
No, well, they never really showed it that much about stormtroopers.
Yeah, but at the same time, can they spend like 10 minutes on a stormtrooper that's gonna die?
Yes.
Or like,
I mean, they should.
I mean, maybe, but
they should
make a movie about them or something.
Yeah, I want that.
Sure, I would be fine with it, but you can't like just make. You can't like
show some more depth. I mean, it'll be so good.
Like this about, but you can.
They should put more depth.
Star Wars Rebels.
Look
at Agent Callus. If you watch Star Wars Rebels, which I would say
watch Star Wars
second
Rebels.
season.
There's a little bit of it, but they don't continue
Callus
on
is
with
definitely watch it. You guys haven't been watching.
Also Star Wars Rebels also has some parts which is like
Star Wars Rebels. Well, of course, you can't have them lose. That's the problem. That's the problem that me and Emilio get into fighting. Like, where do all stormtroopers always miss? I'm like, because you can't have. It's a movie. You can't have them. It's like, yay! It's like you got. I mean, look, people getting injured by a gunshot. Sure, Chewie happened in Episode 7. He got shot by that one guy and got injured. But you can't just constantly have them injured because then they're gods that can get hit by a matter of bullets and survive.
I get that. But look, even in, for example, even in war movies, they make sure that the enemy's hulls are dangerous. They make it without having the main characters dying too.
I will say the
it
one
can
moment
be
where
done. It's not like
I will say the one moment I thought it was very bullshit that I usually don't get mad at 100% not hitting. I don't. But the one time in this movie actually was like, come on now. It was when they were running and they turned like he's in front of her and he turns the corner and I think they're on that planet. And there's a bunch of them. They're shooting at him. He's like, oh, not that way. Then he runs behind. He cuts behind cover. But then she also runs out. Runs towards him to take cover on the opposite side. But then the stormtroopers on that side and this side they're all missing. I'm like, oh come on. That was the one time I was like, that's a bit bullshit. That's some protagonist armor right there.
Yeah.
I thought that was the only time I thought it was a bit bullshit.
And also, like,
I was like, really? No one got hurt?
I think they should put more depth into Star Wars. That would make this so much more greater.
I do agree with you. And to be fair, if Disney's gonna stick to their guns and only do this last trilogy and they're only gonna do Star Wars stories, I'm sure we'll get to something like that eventually. I'm sure we will. Because I mean, look, if we're gonna do it, next is a Han Solo movie, right? That may or may not have
this dying age.
No, they will. I believe it. I think eventually. Because like you said, right now we're all like, yeah, Empire's evil and they're assholes. But like eventually we're gonna want to see more than just that. We're gonna want to say, okay, well, are they people? And eventually people are gonna want to see it.
Well, people do want to see it.
Well, there you go. Exactly. So I eventually.
I think also some of the action in the end could be done better.
I liked it. I thought it was fun.
Like it's good.
But I
but I would say they could have done it better though. Like some parts it felt a little bit like lame-ish. Like they could have done even more like action, more war-ish. And also we don't get to see that much of it really.
We see decent enough, I think. Because we have the space battle going on, we have the ground war fighting, we have the two sneaking in the palace fighting. So this is kind of like episode 1 type shit of Anakin in the space. Oh my god, it's episode 1 all over again. Reflect itself. It's like poetry. Like But I like the movie actually. It was pretty good. I also recommend it. How many stars out of 10?
I would say 7 out of 10.
I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think I liked it a lot. I think the characters are fine for what we got. People could say like, oh, their personalities. It's there, and I understand why you can't focus on characters and give them a lot of time. And if we really think about it, guys. Think Guardians of the Galaxy. We love that movie, but but Rocket is just a sassy bitch, and that's what he is. And we know he was an experiment. That's what it. Groot is Groot. We don't know much about him, but you still love him. Star-Lord is the person you know the most about. Drax, he just hates him because you get my point. They have a lot of personality that pops out.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Cameraman, check the movie. But let me just finish that thought before you say how long it is. The point is with this movie, because they have such strong personalities, that's the point. You want to make them outrageous. We don't know.
2 hours, 14 minutes.
2 hours and 14 minutes.
14. Yeah, this one's 2 hours and 40 minutes. So it's
40 minutes, really?
It's almost 3 hours long. So obviously,
seriously?
and
Wait,
those
what?
extra 40 minutes.
I did not know that was 3 hours long, dude.
So
Holy
they had
shit.
those extra 40 minutes to put into characters too.
Whoa.
1 hour 56.
Wait, what?
1 hour 56.
Holy
Feature
shit.
runtime 1 hour 56 minutes.
Yeah, I was about to say, dude, there's no way. 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Now we get to spoilers.
No, before you finish that, so the movie, The Guardians of the Galaxy was actually 1 hour and 54 minutes, and Star Wars was 2 hours and 14 minutes. So there's my point. 6. So
Groot,
this movie.
Drax,
6.
whatever thing, and him and her. So there's 5 people.
Is it 5? Am I stupid? I'm stupid.
5.
Yeah.
And
This
the
one
whole
has 6.
plot is also about them, though. Like
Yeah, it is about
While
that. So
Star
the movie
Wars,
focuses
the Star Wars
on them.
movie,
Well, this is
yeah.
a wider
it's a
array.
lot more different stuff going on. So it's also that.
And also, the Star Wars try to be still realistic with their characters, and I don't mean that in a bad way towards Guardians of the Galaxy, because that's what makes it so much fun, because they're so outrageous characters. Like even though it's a space adventure, it's a different theme than Star Wars. This movie is supposed to be a wartime, which it shows. It does. I know. I know you're a war expert. Our channel has you doing war movies, but it's the most they can do with Star Wars to not change their theme. They can't make a straight up war movie, and they can't. They just can't.
Yes,
They're
they
not
can.
because they don't want to do that. They wouldn't make money on it.
They
because
should. Oh, they would make money out of
They
that
say
shit.
they would. They don't want to lose their audience.
They-
Star Wars was supposed to be for everyone.
They did reshoots of it.
Because apparently it was supposed to be about Darko, but they've changed
Yeah.
that because they were like, because they did screen testing, I think, and the people didn't like it. They did screen testings, and they didn't like
it was mixed.
It was mixed, and that's why they weren't sure. And just like actually, a fun fact: Captain America. They did so many screenings and there's so many redos of the movie because when showing it, some people said, "Oh no, okay, so who do you think was right in the argument?" Some people said Captain America, some people said Iron Man. So they did it over and over again until it was 50-50. The point is, so that's why in this movie I think it's hard to like give enough attention to these characters with this overarching plot.
No, but either way, I think like they still did them fine. Like
Right?
I'm not, but if you still, I'm still gonna critique it because
no, for sure.
if you
Critique
can't,
away.
because I mean, like I don't
Music
think
was shit.
it's this because it's not a perfect movie, and I think also that.
No.
That if you want Star Wars to keep up their quality,
Which
we
it
still
has.
have to make sure. Yeah, it has quality, but I'm saying like we still have to make sure they still
Make sure
keep
you
it
tell
up.
them what they've done wrong because that's to be improved.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we still have to. We can't just say, "Oh, it's amazing, go watch
Yeah,
it." We still have to make
no.
sure, "Oh, there's some flaws in it."
But it is
But
amazing
it's still
to watch
good.
it.
Yeah.
Before we go into spoilers, music, soundtrack. Oh no. It was
Soundtrack,
bad.
no, God no.
No, it was bad. You like I remember Pali, the editor, asked me like, "What about episode 7? Do you remember them?" I'm like, "Oh, Color Rain's theme I remembered because that one was good. Ray's theme I remembered. Not too many of them, but I remember
It
those
felt
two.
weird.
This
Why
one I
didn't
did.
get him to do the music for
I
this
get
one?
they just wanted to like again like they didn't have the opening crawl in this movie. They wanted to give their own style to it.
Yeah, music.
It was
Definitely needs fixing.
Really forgetful.
Like
Editor says it's the same guy that did the Star Trek music, but of the new movies. But to be fair, I haven't seen those movies, and it doesn't.
well, I
so
mean,
don't
what
know.
happened to him? Did he get like a stroke or something while they
Jesus.
filmed? Because
Whoa.
this music,
It's pretty
like-
bad. That sounds like the Star Wars theme, but like in case they're trying to do it like copyright free, so they don't get. That's how it felt like.
But
Now,
anyway,
I guess we're gonna get into
spoiler.
spoiler category. So before we go any further, I guess
7
you're
out
being
of 10.
warned.
I gave it 7
Yeah.
out of 10.
7 out of 10. I give it an 8.5. Oh my god! Did you know that R2-D2 and C-3PO were in the movie?
Oh, and there's so many references. What is this?
There was a few.
Movie?
There was a few references.
Yeah,
They were well done. I wasn't like, oh, I was like, nice. Like the guy who, in episode 4, like, you'll be dead. And I'm walking off.
Yeah,
So he like knocked into them and he's like, and like they walked away. And I was like, nice. R2-D2 C-3PO once were just like, they're going down. They
And
never does
then
anything.
we have CGI Leia and Grand Moff Tarkin. I understand Grand Moff Tarkin. I'm fine with it.
I didn't mind it. Really.
I don't think they needed Leia though.
I didn't mind it. I sort of got. I was fine
Because
with it.
the movie ends with a time with the fourth one that it ends exactly
And
when
he doesn't
it starts.
like it.
I didn't like it. I felt
and
they could have
the
given
editor
it
liked
some.
it too. So two for one.
They could give us some time in between. Like, sure, oh, we'll do the plans. We don't have to do it now. Obviously, they have to prepare it and shit, and so on. Have to send it to their people. But I think
That's Stargate music. Why am I doing Stargate music right
but
now?
I still think like because how Star Wars 4 starts is we see the ship going.
And
Then
the
they-
Stratosaurus is fighting it.
Obviously because they're trying to defend themselves.
Uh-huh.
They board it. Obviously the guys defend themselves because obviously the
They
Empire.
don't want to die. Yeah.
And also the Empire is also being very hostile by shooting at it.
You know.
So they defend themselves, sure.
Yeah.
And then Darth Vader walks in, interrogates the captain first,
Kills him.
and the captain says,
Fuck
"We're on
you.
a peaceful mission, and we're on the planned mission." Okay.
Vader doesn't take that for sure. He's like, cool.
And then the Vader kills him,
He doesn't give a shit.
and then he looks around the ship, and then he finds Leia.
And he's
Same
like-
shit there. Oh, I'm on a mission sent from the Senate.
And the Vader's
This is
like,
my
and
magic's
then
Senate.
Vader says, you're a rebel part of the you're a traitor part of the Rebel Alliance. Take it away, because Vader knows it's a lie.
Obviously,
Vader doesn't like it.
Shut up. And because obviously he knows their line because he came there to take their shit and interrogate them. Obviously, but how the movie presents it is that they were on a normal mission. Obviously, sending plans. They have them obviously,
Uh-huh.
but they still have a reasoning behind it for to lie if they would get caught. They still have a story of it. But
Right. Why would you?
but if, for example, if you but how it starts with how the movie ends, Rogue One is you see them exactly fly away, and you see Darth Vader seeing the ship flying away, and then he goes after them.
Well,
Why would he even lie about sure again to save their own skins, but still,
Why not lie? Simply. That's
it's
my
like if
answer.
it's like if for example a cop sees a guy steal a car and he drives away with it, and the guy saw the cop see him, and then when he gets caught, he would be like, "Oh, I didn't do nothing, sir."
I mean, sure, I'd probably lie because I wouldn't want to get in trouble later.
But I mean, but like, it doesn't make really sense. Like, it wouldn't go down like that.
I like
And that Darth Vader scene though,
Holy dude.
more of that.
Oh shit, he
I
right.
want like in the comic when like he's surrounded by like more rebels. I want to see
That
more.
was extreme.
As we see stormtroopers getting mowed down, I want to see rebels getting mowed down. Team Empire.
Despite he didn't feel like he wanted more, although we did, but he would have liked more, of course. But Vader whooping ass at the end of the movie, that was like, oh my god, oh my god,
And then
oh my
they
god,
grab,
oh my
like,
god. Because like, Jesus! And like holding up the door, Vader just coming at him. I would have been the same amount of like, oh my god! And then like he gets impaled through the door. I'm like, well, he's dead. As were many rebels by Mr. Vader, because Vader gave no shit. Now, one of the biggest spoilers of the movie comes now, which is that the whole 5 members of the Rogues, wait, 5? No, 6 members of the Rogue Squadron, well, they'll die. They give their lives for hope.
I thought that was good.
Yeah, I loved it. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it.
Yeah, we knew it because
I was
we
sure
know
it
the
was
story
good.
of it.
Like, no, everybody like mistake that by saying, "Oh my god, I can't wait to see Bothans." I'm like, that was episode 6.
Yeah, I know that.
But like, because like we never knew.
But
how
the
they
story
got
for
plans.
one is
But it
also
made
that they
sense.
die.
Yeah, is it?
Yes, I don't
remember
exactly remember where we found out about it, but I remember like from games and like from
Typically
like
not
they
canon.
also died, like all of them died.
I didn't remember that, but I was happy they did, and I think each death had its own meaning. Like
I think
the
one
robot
was
died
right.
protecting the humans.
Some
to get
were
the plans.
not rushed. Like the robot one was good. They gave him time to die.
The guy at the ship who died making sure that they can't transmit the signal
Yeah, I
at the
would think
ship.
that was okay.
And the trooper just throws the grenade and he's like,
I think that was fine, but I thought they cut a bit too fast away from them. Like you can give him some more time to like on the ground and shit. I felt
well,
like
I mean, he was a grenade and I was had it.
No, but
box.
just
I think they were
I
gonna
know
need
I'm fine with
pieces to
him,
film.
but some of the parts were a bit like I felt they just cut too fast away from them dying.
They didn't want to show it. We know what happened. We didn't want to show it.
Still, like they cut away too a little bit too fast. I think.
And then the wounded Mexican guy, Spanish guy, and Jen are going down from the tower. They send a message to the Rebel Alliance, which is having a war in space with the bad guys. And we're sitting there. The Death Star comes because oh shit.
What was Admiral Akbar?
I guess he was busy that week.
Yeah.
Just some random other blue fatter.
The commander used to
cannoli.
him.
I was like, just have Akbar. We're out of one at Akbar. Give me that Akbar, damn it.
Yeah.
But I guess not. Because it's not because they died or anything like that. So, oh, I know why. Because that ship is the one that got stuck where the small. Because they said
No,
that ship.
they're about
They
to
sent the
like.
info to that ship, and then they destroy then that's the ship. I realize why. Okay, but so I guess but he could have been there as one of the other ships.
Yeah, like.
They should just have them like it's a trap. Just have them say it one more time. Come on, give it to me.
I do like some of the space combat when like
That was
they're
fun.
about to like go away, like you know, like
Yeah, and they're like,
and then a ship comes up.
thing.
No, when they're about to hyperspeed away.
They shoot the generator. And they're like, shit, they got it or something, right?
No.
Oh, and the Imperial ships come in and they crash in.
Yeah.
Or like when they're trying to like go in the planet that has a shield over it, they're like, come on! Like the Empire's filling the ship, the guy's like, ah! And like crashes in. And I was like, damn.
So the space combat was good. It was more
that was
brutal
tight.
too.
That was tight. I think that was the role I wanted to play in Star Wars.
And
I wanted to be the guy who crashes
also I liked how
they
they did some more like different angles also on the space stuff. Like we saw actually from like the ships, like you know, like in front of the ship, like you see like them.
Yeah, that was sick.
There's some. So
I
I
like
like
dogfighting and shit.
squadrons like.
Were you watching this movie and did you ever think while watching it, wow, am I playing Star Wars Empire War for a second? Like the war battle, then like the space battle. Come on, right? I was like, what am I space playing that game? By the way, great game, Final Steam.
So I guess that's pretty much it. Then.
Yeah, all the guys. Oh yeah, and then Jin and him die because the Empire's like. You, they can't because they don't want to. They would rather risk destroying the thing than get the plans get away. Which ironically, Tarkin does that kind of tactic as well in Star Wars Rebels. So they definitely that's Tarkin, and he shoots the tip of their tower, and that breaks, and then the laser obviously hits the ground, and then he's gonna come. Obviously, they can set the Death Star to little murder or giant murder. The point is, you know, they basically hug each other because they're like, oh, we're about to die. And like this, you just see like the blast coming at them. But it's kind of weird how because they angled it like this, so you see his face when it comes, but he kind of like looked like this. He was like. He had the crown on the. Hopefully this time while filming, the camera won't go out, and Pod will be like, the camera's on, and we'll be like, what? After we finish the review, which to be fair wasn't much left. So here goes the ending. Basically, I talked about the guy looking weird and thing. Oh yeah, Emilio's gone. He actually had to leave. Although technically, if you could only wait like a few more minutes, you could have done this now. But I guess you had to go already. And now this review is already getting on too long, like my shaft. So we're gonna finish it off by saying, what the hell? You sit down now. You replace him. You're gonna get your ass over here. This is your punishment. It's his punishment. Sit down.
No.
Yes. Let them see you for what you've done. Sit down. So get your ass over here as I finish this review up. I'm not doing this by myself. So basically, Emilio said obviously there's still things to improve, like he said, the fighting, of course, he would like still some improvement in the future. The character development, obviously, of this movie specifically, he didn't say overall because usually Star Wars does a pretty good job of explaining and making you care. And again, overall, we both like it and we both think you should see it. Again, Emilio gave it a 7, and I gave it an 8.5. If you stuck through the spoilers and you didn't care, we obviously didn't give everything away. So if you sat through here, there's still plenty to see. Obviously, the bigger stuff, I guess, you got ruined. But there's still plenty to see. Hey, here he is.
What do you think of Bail Organa being in it?
That was great. So thank you for watching. Emilio also thanks you. Oh, you. Emilio also thanks you for and we'll see you in the next Step Films review.
The next Angry Show.
No. Are we gonna get sued now? I hope you're happy. Where's the button to stop this shit? Wait, I'll do it. No. Keep this in.